Have you ever felt like you've been guilty of guilty parenting? Guilty parenting is when it feels like you are never doing enough, when you're always second guessing your decisions. Did I do the right thing? Did I not do the right thing? And is carrying the responsibility for everything. An example of guilty parenting could be overcompensating. So, a parent that buys their child things in place of time or in place of life lessons, giving them over permission to do things that you know you really should have said no to, trying to make up for feeling guilty. If you're disciplined or raising a child with guilty parenting, guilt can make you as a parent inconsistent without you even realizing it. Saying yes when you really mean no. So no parent is always going to get everything right. Being a parent does not come with a rule book, and making mistakes is just a part of it. Perfection is impossible, so you may as well not even try to be perfect. It's easy to have that fear of being the bad guy, the fear of damaging your relationship with that child, thinking that it's going to damage it, but really it's not. Because if they know that you've held them accountable and you're teaching them the lessons that they need to learn, in the long run, they'll see that as they get older and appreciate you for it. So don't make fear-driven decisions, saying yes to something that you really know that you should say no to. Children need attention more than they need gifts. So just making sure that you are present emotionally and you're emotionally available is so important. Quality time really matters. Love sometimes requires discipline. Short-term discomfort creates for long-term growth. Giving them guidance is not a punishment. Your child is not a reflection of your worth. Separate your value from their choices. When you parent with an ego, it sets the wrong example for them to go by, and it actually doesn't end up getting anything resolved. Understanding that your unresolved childhood wounds can affect the way that you parent. Don't make your child responsible for your healing, because that could be too much. Don't have too many over emotional conversations than what they're capable of dealing with for their age. If it's something going on between you and the other parent, learn how to keep that to yourself instead of having to make them deal with that. Or even if it's something that's going on with you, you don't want to be the type of parent that shares everything with your child, because it's important for them to be able to be a kid. Recognize your triggers. So if you're having a day that is just not a good day, something happened today, it's okay to ask a family member to help out or get them while you get that time and that space to calm down, because they need to be able to feel like they're in a space safe with you at all times. Too much guilt creates weak boundaries, and too much control creates resentment. Healthy parenting requires both love and structure. Mixing the two is very essential, so you can't have one more than the other. Sometimes your child may look at other people around them and use that as an example of how you should raise them or interact with them, but letting them know and putting that boundary down that, guess what, every household is not going to be the same. I'm not going to raise you the same way that your friend is getting raised. You're not going to be able to do all the things that they're able to do, or vice versa. When you're guilty parenting, you could raise a child that grows up and does not know how to interact in the real world, which is the most important thing. In the real world, you meet people that weren't realistically told how it works when they get outside of the household, that a lot of people in society are not going to deal with the things that their parents deal with just because that's their parents. So it's better to teach them while they're with you than to get out there and let the world teach them. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time, love, peace, and blessings.